white and brown.
What you got to do is, you've got to understand the security guy here's got a job to do.
I understand that, sir.
So
yeah.
his rules are, in his own head, that you come onto our site taking pictures.
But can I just...
No, hang on. So his first reaction is, you don't work here.
Yeah.
You can't come on. So that's why he's approached you.
Yeah, but I don't want to come on, that's the proper point, mate, yeah.
But he thinks you have come on. He said you came round to security club.
No, well, obviously, this is recording as we speak, yeah?
Yeah.
It's for my protection and yours, just so there's no lies.
You don't need protection, mate.
Pardon?
You don't need it.
I do now, because you said to me... No, but you said that guy said I've come all the way to the hut.
Yeah, he's phoned us in the security, in the production office and said, we've got a guy coming onto site.
Yeah.
Taking pictures of the bakery.
Yeah.
He's come onto site, he's not allowed on site.
Right, well, this is where he's going to come unstuck because he's going to be made a liar. Guess why? I didn't come onto site.
Before the footage even gets rolling, we're about to witness a situation that starts with something incredibly simple, taking photos of a bakery, but quickly turns into a heated debate about property boundaries, public access, and the limits of authority. The real question here is whether the man filming is actually standing on public ground, or if security is right about him crossing into private property. Situations like this often escalate not because of bad intentions, but because people have very different understandings of the law. Watch closely, because the small details, barriers, signs, and where someone is standing can completely change the outcome of an encounter like this.
So it's originally called Frank Thomas. Sorry? I can't hear you, sir.
Why are you taking pictures?
Sorry, I'm hard of hearing.
Why are you taking pictures on site?
Pardon?
Why are you taking pictures on site?
No, I'm not. I want to take pictures of your site, not on site.
You can't do that without permission.
I can.
It's private property. Taking pictures.
Pardon? I'm taking some pictures. It's a bloody bread factory, isn't it?
Yeah, it's private property.
No, I'm not. I want to come in.
From the main roadside is all private property.
So if I take pictures from the roadside, is that okay?
You're not on the roadside here. From this junction is private property.
But I can see it with my eyes, sir.
Sorry, you are on private property.
I'm not, mate.
You are on private.
I'm not.
You are on private.
No, I don't want to come in there, love.
No, you're not on road. From that junction is private property.
No. Sir, I don't want to come in, mate.
You're still on site from this junction here. You're on private.
No, I'm not, mate. Your barriers are here.
No, from private property from this point here.
Right away, the core issue becomes crystal clear. Where exactly does private property begin and public access end? In many cases like this, the law doesn't rely on assumptions or verbal claims. It relies on clear indicators like signage, gates, or barriers that visibly show the public where they are and aren't allowed to go. If those boundaries aren't clearly marked, confusion is almost guaranteed. That's why interactions like this can turn tense so quickly. Both sides believe they're right. But here's the big question for you watching. If you were standing in that exact spot, would you assume it was public space, or would you treat it as private property just to avoid the argument?
Because it's a famous bakery.
Right, you'll have to leave the site.
You're crazy, mate.
Right, do you want to leave the site?
No, not really, because I want to get a few more pictures and I'm
You
done.
can't take pictures without permission.
Well,
Because you're not on the public right of way.
is this not a public footpath that we're on?
No, from that junction across the road
So-
is private.
No, it's not, mate.
It is private property, please leave.
No, mate.
Right, I'll get the police.
Well, if you'll be wasting the time, mate, because I'm not coming into your site.
You are on the site.
I'm not. Pardon? What's it got to do with you?
Right, right. From that junction,
I've just been around that side taking pictures through the window.
that is public. From here, this junction,
So can
you are on private
so
property.
where can I take them from then? Can I take them from here? Is this okay?
No, you're on private property.
How far would you want to go back?
If you want to take pictures from across the road, you can.
So I can take them from here?
No, you're on private property.
This is private property. Mate, You are crazy, mate.
Leave the site. You are on private property.
I'm not, mate.
You are on private. This is from that junction. You're welcome to take it from across the road. You're perfectly in your rights to take it from.
I'm in my rights to do it.
You're not. This is private property.
It's a public footpath, sir.
It's not a public footpath.
It is.
It's not.
Please, mate, let me educate you.
Right.
Let me educate you.
Leave the site.
Can I educate you then before I
Right,
go?
I'll call the police.
Are you really going to do that, sir? Oh, mate, don't, please. I don't want to be around that long.
Leave the site.
No.
Right.
I'm not inside, sir. Blimey. Can you believe this? No, I'm not, mate. Ring the police. I bet they tell you that I'm not. You're crazy, you, man.
Do you want to leave site?
I'm not inside, sir.
Right, if you go across the road, you carefully walk past this junction here where the sign is.
Right, let me tell you this, mate. I don't like wasting police time, but I'm gonna wait for him now. Is he crazy or what?
Why are you taking pictures, what?
Because I'm on a public footpath. It's a bread factory, innit?
Yeah.
Are you making loads of dough or what?
To the road.
Man, bloody shirt around here. I can't believe this. I've only been here 2 minutes. Pardon? Is there something wrong? What with you? What do you mean? No, I'm just a photographer, love. I'm in a public place. This line here? No, I don't want to be disrespectful to you, love. Seriously. Are you willing to be educated?
Am I willing to be educated?
Yeah. No, because that's Rich coming.
At this point, the situation has shifted from a simple disagreement into something more stubborn. The guard insists the filmer is already on private property, while the auditor keeps pointing out the barrier as the obvious boundary. In many legal disputes involving filming in public, physical barriers or clearly posted signs become critical evidence. Without those, the line between public and private can be surprisingly blurry. What's interesting here is the filmer choosing to stay put and wait for police instead of leaving, which suggests he's confident that the law is on his side. But that also raises another question for viewers. Would you stick around to prove your point, or would you just walk away and avoid the hassle?
Well, this is the thing, I do this for a living and you make bread for a living. So, well, you're working here. I won't come and tell you your job, but don't come and tell me mine. Because listen, I've come on this public footpath, yeah? And if that barrier was down, that's a direct point where they don't want a member of the public going to, yeah? So I will never go beyond that, which I didn't. Now listen to this. If they say that this is public property, private property, where this curb is here, they need to display a sign to say, do not come past here, and there is not one. No, well, if you don't know, that's what I'm saying. You're... No.
Not say it like all visitors report to...
Yeah, all visitors might report to the office, but I can't. What if I wanted to visit that office? I can't go to it because he's saying I can't go in there.
No, you can't go there.
Yeah, but I didn't go there. That's my point, love.
You've gone past.
It doesn't matter. I'm not gone past the gate. I'm not gone past the gate, love.
But hurling abuse at security guard.
Did I hurl abuse at him? I said he was crazy, love. That's not abuse. That's crazy.
How do you know he's crazy?
If he's...
Speculation from you.
Speculation?
You're speculating that he's crazy.
He is crazy.
Why is he crazy?
Because he's saying that I've gone in a private property when I haven't. I haven't, love. Look, it's a public road.
We're on a public road now, yeah? There's nothing.
I was on a public footpath. Do you know where the public footpath runs out? Over there, love. I didn't go past that. Do you notice that?
Past that board where it says all visitors must report to the security guard.
Well, I'm a visitor. Can I go to the security guard?
Alright, mate, what's happening?
I'm taking a few pictures, mate, of the area.
Yeah.
Of Robert's Bakery in as I am, mate, yeah. So listen, I'll take a few pictures of the conveyor belt with bread on it, yeah.
Right, okay.
It was empty, it looked like there was a bit of maintenance on it, right? So I've carried along this public footpath here, as you can see, yeah. And where the public footpath ends, where the gated barrier is, I didn't go beyond there. And your security guy is telling me I'm coming into private property.
This is private property, mate.
No, the building's private property.
Yeah.
I don't want to go in.
This is your cut off here.
No, it's not.
Never mind the public flag, mate.
Where's your sign to say that?
No.
Where's your
it's
sign
here.
to say it?
You start stepping onto here, mate, you put on private property,
Well,
and then we have to call the police.
Well, call the police, mate.
Well, it's good. You're doing
Well,
that now.
do that, mate. You need educating, guys. Seriously.
No, you can't come onto our site and start taking pictures of our site. Any pictures you want from the outside, that's no problem whatsoever.
No, I wasn't inside your site.
Well, he's telling me you are. You come right up to security.
I'll tell you. I'll show you where I came to again. Come on, guys.
No, listen, mate. Oh, listen. You're not helping yourself, mate. You're not helping yourself.
I'm not helping myself. We'll wait for the police then. Wait till they come. Yeah. No. I'll stay here, mate. I'm not on your site. If you want to talk to me, come over here, yeah? You see, guys, look at this. Pardon? What's it got to do with you?
You're coming onto our site, mate.
No, I'm not coming onto your site, sir.
Site now.
No, I'm not.
You are.
You're crazy, mate. You're just like this fella here.
I'm crazy.
You're crazy. You've got blue hats on. As you're telling a member of the public, look, it's got a pedestrian bloody sticker on ground, mate. Hey? And me? There's no signs to say that I can't come on.
Well, everywhere around the site, mate, where we have to walk, we have to stick to the certain
Yeah,
rules.
but I can't go past the barrier, sir. The barrier's an obvious.
So I don't understand why you're taking pictures.
Well, if you'd have come at me the polite way, I'd have told you.
I'll come up there. Oh, hang on a minute.
No, hold on, mate. You told me that I can't take pictures from here.
You can't come on to... No, you misread me.
No.
You can't come on to our site.
Did you tell me I can't take pictures from here?
Cut off there for me.
Exactly, so you are crazy.
Right.
Now we're seeing something that often happens in these types of encounters. More staff members getting involved. When multiple employees step in, the conversation can either calm things down or make the situation even more complicated. The filmer starts explaining his reasoning, talking about barriers, visitor signs, and the difference between entering a property and simply standing near it. From a legal perspective, photography itself usually isn't illegal when done from a public place. But businesses sometimes worry about privacy, security, or liability, which is why their staff react quickly when someone starts recording nearby. So the real debate now becomes less about the camera and more about whether he ever crossed a boundary at all.
Basic.
What's crazy about photography?
Off the bakery.
Yeah,
Do you like the bakery?
I love the bakery. I actually buy Robert's bread. £1 a loaf where I come from, mate.
What loaf is it?
It's the soft, white and brown.
What you got to do is, you've got to understand the security guy here's got a job to do.
I understand that, sir.
So
yeah.
his rules are, in his own head, that you come onto our site taking pictures.
But can I just...
No, hang on. So his first reaction is, you don't work here,
Yeah.
you can't come on. So that's why he's approached you.
Yeah, but I don't want to come on. That's the point, mate. Yeah.
But he thinks you have come on. He said you came right up to the security foot.
No, well, obviously, this is recording as we speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for my protection and yours.
Yeah.
Just so there's no
You
lies.
don't need protection, mate.
Pardon?
You don't need it.
I do now because you
Not
said
for
to me.
us, not for us.
No, but you
Right,
said
right.
that guy said I've come all the way to the hut.
Yeah, he's phoned us in the security in the production office. And
Yeah.
said, we've got a guy coming onto site
Yeah.
taking pictures of the bakery.
Yeah.
He's come onto site. He's not allowed on
Right.
site.
Well, this is where he's going to come unstuck because he's going to be made a liar. Guess why? I didn't come onto site. And for you to say the cut-off point's over there.
In my head, the cut off.
Well, it's in your head. But if you're not so sure about that, I can give you the law now. Do you want the law? Right. Under the section 33, the Criminal Justice Act 1972, yeah? It gives a member of the public, public access, right? So wherever you don't want public access, meaning any Tom, Dick and Harry to go, you either need to put some signs up to say beyond this point, or a gate or a barrier of some sort, a physical awareness to that member of public that where he's not supposed to go beyond that point, it's got to be viable, yeah? Now, my issue here is, this is an open industrial area, wagons coming off, yeah?
This is like worried for your safety because the wagon's in and out.
Well, just as we're speaking, I've got an IVIS, just same as you two.
Yeah.
Are we right about that? I've been careful crossing the road, but health and safety outside.
So, mate, I want to see you get run over.
No, you don't, and I don't want to see you getting run over, but what I'm saying is, you can't chuck that card to me when I'm just saying, look, if this guy hadn't got on the phone...
Not chucked a card at you, he's just saying you've got vehicles coming in and out all day long, big trailers, wagons and everything.
I'm on a pedestrian walkway, aren't I, mate?
I don't personally think this is.
You don't think this is a pedestrian walkway?
No.
It's a footpath.
You obviously brought this symbol into it.
Yeah.
These are all around our site for a walkway for our staff.
I get that, sir, but listen, honestly, mate, that hasn't changed colour from the rest of the industrial area, so the council has put this...
outside, have you?
Pardon?
You haven't got them outside.
No. What I mean is that the pavement and the curbs are the same all the way around the industrial unit.
Where else were you? Around the front?
On the side. You know where the conveyor belts pass?
What, by the windows?
Yeah. I actually walked on the grass, mate. Because usually, am I right in saying that you can see that bread passing through the conveyor belts?
Yeah, we're shut down today.
You should. Oh, right. Well, I didn't know that. I was hoping to get some footage of that. Yeah. And I wanted to get a visual of what the site looks like from here. Like I said, don't want to go past them barriers there. Yeah. And I'd have been on my way. But if he's saying he's ringing the police now, I have to wait for him because I don't want to waste the time.
Well,
But
I'll have a conversation with him now. As long as you don't enter any further, we'll do it now. We can clear it up now, can't we?
look, I've just been speaking to these.
Already?
Yeah, I've been round there. Some other nutcase. Oh, can you believe this? I've just spoke to you, Anna. I don't want to go in there. The same crack. I'm taking some pictures on this industrial estate, and he's ringing you.
Tell you what. Are you okay?
We'll pull up.
Okay.
This moment is particularly interesting because the filmer begins referencing what he believes is the law regarding public access and clear boundaries. In many legal systems, property owners are expected to make restricted areas obvious through gates, fencing, or signs, so the public knows where they shouldn't go. Without those visual indicators, enforcing trespass claims can become much harder. Notice how the conversation is no longer just emotional. It's becoming almost like a debate about legal interpretation. And that's where things can get tricky. Both sides believe their understanding is correct.
It's a shame I can't get on just to bloody to listen to see, make sure you're not telling any lies. I just spoke to these two constables, you know.
Spoke to where on there?
Yeah. Because some other nut job weren't happy with me filming.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. We're not going to go to the control. My concern with that gentleman is we've got wagons running away and walking along. And he's in and out. So I want to see him. So he's saying to me, we've got barriers there that haven't been used. Raised, so he's saying he can put the barriers. And I'm saying to him,
No, sir, I didn't come past the barriers. Don't tell lies, mate. Crazy this. Look at the effect. Unreal, man. Unreal, this guy. Unreal, innit, eh? Unreal, guys.
It's gonna be the same again, really.
Well, I'm going in a minute and I'm getting out of the area, but honestly, guys, they need educating, don't they?
I mean,
I didn't come onto site.
No.
I'm on a public footpath, as you can see.
Probably where this green fence is.
That's what I tried telling him.
Yeah.
I said I don't want to come in.
Yeah. I mean, we don't, unless we start going to the council and all that carry on, we don't know where the public footpath starts. But I would say, from the
Yeah,
barrier,
but
it's the best
you know Section 33, 1972, Criminal Justice Act, don't you? That in regards to public access, yeah. So.
I mean, I'm happy with you taking photos. It's not a problem at all. If that's what you want to do, but
No, but the guy, like, he's he could, you know, he just come out spouting a load of gear, like, and basically, I don't want to come in. I started around this side. I was hoping to get the bread on the conveyor belt, yeah, and that's not happening today because they're on a shutdown.
By this stage, the tension has settled into a waiting game. The filmer has explained his reasoning several times, the staff have defended their position, and now the expectation is that police will eventually clarify the situation. This is often where encounters like this either escalate dramatically or suddenly calm down. Police officers typically have to look at the physical environment, barriers, road markings, and signage, to determine whether someone truly entered private property. Until that moment happens, everyone involved is essentially stuck in a stalemate.
And I can't believe this. You two are. I seem to be wasting some resources here. Oh, there they do.
well, we come to whatever we get called to. So, but like I said before, just be safe. Make sure you're obviously visible, but just try not to engage with any.
Well, no, that's the thing. I started coming down here, and I was on the other side there, and I just panning.
Yeah.
And he come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, you're entitled to film, so.
So, could I get your number, please?
Yeah, so I'm 30427.
And
30549.
thank you very much. I'd like to give you a shout out and say thank you for your professionalism. And
for YouTube, is it? Yeah.
Well, I think this one will go up, yeah, because it's like I say, it's, you know, I was hoping that the star of the show would have been the conveyor belt, like, but a couple of these Karens, they've took the show, you know what I mean? So it's
you need that what is it, like smell-o-vision? It smells good round there. When it's
lovely, isn't it? No, but it's like I say, it's just education. End of the day, people, there's plastic people who are scared when they're out doing photography and stuff like that, and they really get put off in doing it, and they don't get the best videos or the best shots and stuff like that. And when they're taking it from a public place,
is it like industrial stuff you do or anything?
Everything. I like I like doing close-ups with people and all sorts. You can imagine that stuff probably don't get its best reactions, but you put them at ease and say, look, if you want me to delete this, I'll delete it or what have you, you know. But I'll show them that when I've got me DSLR with me, I'll show them what I've took, and I'll say, look, I think that's a brilliant shot of you in backdrop of this, that and the other, what have you. Can I keep with people? I tend to what you call it, but in regards to industrial stuff, no, I don't. I don't want to come. I don't want to come on their toes in there. I just don't expect them to come out to me.
No problem.
But I think I'm going to get out of the area because I definitely don't want to see you 3 times in a day. We'll end up going for a pint together, won't we? All right, guys, you take care, yeah? So there we have it. No signs there. gutted really with that one because the security guard been better in close vicinity. That proper chief. Right guys, ciao. Come on guys, don't be scared. Come under the bridge, come on. I've got some eggs here. How are we doing guys, you alright? No, I wanted to get a shot of you on that kayak. Lovely, isn't it?
What is it?
It's just a Samsung phone.
What started as a simple photography moment turned into a surprisingly detailed debate about boundaries, property rights, and public access. Situations like this highlight how important clear signage and communication can be, because when those things are missing, misunderstandings are almost inevitable. The filmer believed he stayed on public ground, while the staff were convinced he crossed onto private property, and that disagreement alone created the entire conflict. Moments like these remind us how easily everyday interactions can escalate when people interpret the rules differently.